Hello, I'm doing a demonstration on how to use qmidi Studio. I don't think I've really done much videos with it. Showing how to create files for the Color Computer music player that I made. So I'm going to go ahead and load it in. So this is the full version. What I mean by that is it has all these digital recorded instruments that I did. The light version is just missing the recorded instruments. Okay, so it doesn't matter which one you're using. It's the same program, and it's free. So okay, so I'm going to start off. I'm going to, let me just make sure this is in focus here. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to show off loading a MIDI file. So I'm going to go open, I'm going to go to my downloads, and the one that I'm going to show today is this one. This file automatically has detected the proper scale, so it's merged it into my editor properly. With this, you can just say no, because we're not going to be using the digital instruments. We're just going to be using the MIDI. To disable the MIDI and play my recorded instruments, it's this PCH enabled button here. Okay, so this is the song I just loaded in. As you can see, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of instruments playing. Okay, make note of that. This song is 2.5 minutes long. There's no point in recording 2.5 minutes of music if it's just a loop. So I'm going to go ahead and put my song end right here. Okay. What this does is when it gets to the last part, it goes to the start again. Now you'll also notice this is a perfect example song. There's a gap at the start. Okay, it plays through this before it even starts playing. So we need to close that gap as well. The way you can do that, if you, instead of going File Open, you can go Tools Import MIDI. Okay, and we're going to go to that same file. Open. This time, instead of it just automatically loading, it's letting me change some settings. Okay, so I'm going to click this auto adjust left. That'll get rid of the space. And if you wanted to change the scale in which the song is loaded into my editor, you can change this number right here. Okay, but we're going to leave it as is, and we'll hit import. Okay, auto patch with instruments, that's if you're using the digitally recorded ones. In this case, we are not, so I'm just going to hit no. Okay, so now when I play it, it's shifted the whole music right to the start. Okay, so we knew it was about Let's see. We knew we were about 50 seconds in, something like that. Okay. Skip a few more pages. We'll play from there. Okay, so now we can go, we know that this is the start of the loop again. We can go back one page and put the song end right there. To test it, we can go right to the end. Now we have a perfect loop. Okay? Okay, so now that we have that, I'm just going to save this as a temporary working file here. Blah, whatever. Okay, so what I want to show now is that this tool here, Prep Game Master Cartridge 1 to 3. My code will do its best that it can to convert all of those channels into 3 channels. There is a way you can help it though, and that's what I'm going to show. We're going to just try it with the code to see how it sounds, and then we're going to assist it and see how it sounds. Okay? Of course, it's loading those instruments anyway. Since it loaded those instruments in, I'm just going to shut that off again. Okay. You can hear it's missing a bit of the action, right? But for the most part, you can still tell it's the same song. Okay, so I'm going to show how we can kind of help the editor find those tones better. Okay, so we can go through this. We can see we got this channel's good. We'll go to the next channel. If you notice, this is really the same notes right here. All it is set back a little bit. So I'm going to delete this track completely. Delete track. Yes. Okay. So that track's gone. Let's see how it sounds without it. Sounds fine. Okay. So that helped the editor right there. Let's go to the next channel and see if there's any more repetitive stuff we can delete. Look at that right there. Same stuff. So let's delete this channel. Okay. Look at this, same thing. It's stuttered over a little bit. We're going to delete the stuttered version. We'll delete that track. Yep. Okay. So we only got one of those. This is another thing we might do something with. Oh yeah, look at that. That's exact. Channel 9 is exactly the same as channel 1. See, there's a lot of repetitiveness that we're going to just cut right out of here. So I'm going to delete this. Okay. Gosh. Which one do we like more? We're going to delete this lower one. Again, you'll have to just play around with it to see what sounds better. Truthfully, I'm going to delete this track too, because my player doesn't really hold those long notes very good anyways. So we'll delete that. I'm not too sure about those last channels there. You know, I'm gonna delete those two. Again, you can pick and choose what you want. I'm gonna delete them anyways though. So we're trying to compress this into 3 channels. Okay, we're gonna we're gonna try that. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep it for the 1 to 3 channels again. We'll see how it sounds this time. I'm hoping it'll sound better than the very first time without deleting any tracks. Let's hear what it sounds like. Okay, so it's not too bad. We could have assisted it a bit more and deleted some individual notes maybe instead of the whole channel. But at this point, we're going to take the song and see how it sounds on the color computer. So all you got to do is, after we've prepped it, which we've done, you can hit Export MIDI. Change this tab. Instead of exporting general MIDI, we're going to export Game Master Cartridge MIDI. We'll call it Bionic 2. Okay. Now this little window here is kind of the settings for my music player on the color computer. So autoplay, if you want the song to automatically start, you can change this value. I'm going to put it as 1. Judging by the tempo of this song, it's going to need to run pretty fast. I'm going to set that as a 1, but it might have to be rescaled because 0 might even be too fast. Okay, so this is how long it holds the instruments for. By default, I just keep that as a 6, but you can probably put it as a smaller number if the music's a little fast. And that's it, so we can create the file. Now, this is important. This little window here just told me that I need to protect the high memory area in BASIC at 27,786. If I don't protect that, you're going to start overwriting your song with variables and whatever else from BASIC. Okay? So just remember 2700. Okay? So we've done that. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my my SD card into my computer here. Okay. Give it a second here. Okay, so loading the image tool program from one of those emulators. We can load my disk image. Just going to load my blue one there. And literally, oh, I see that that's not quite on the screen. I'll show in a second. That way we can see it a little better. Okay. So I got my image here. I'm going to image insert file from my desktop. The image I had was Bionic 2. Right there. Open it. Leave these settings as binary and just hit OK. And we can close that down. I can pull my SD card out and we'll move over to the color computer here next. I'll just splice this video together. Okay, for my portion of the video showing it on the color computer, we got my Coco 2 here. So we'll drive. Okay. Okay, so music player's running. I test ran this before recording this video and my speed was a bit slow. I should have actually picked 0. So as soon as it loads, you remember I set it to auto play. So I'm going to poke something into memory to get it to stop, and then I'll change the speed and I'll get it to restart. Okay, so here she goes. Load down. Okay, let's give that a run. So as you can see, I have no problem of playing the music while actually programming. The player's completely in the background using assembly. As long as your music is all within the safe range of what you've cleared, you shouldn't have any trouble loading any songs while you're programming and listening to music while you're programming. That's my example, I guess. I can load another one that I did. See, now this one just crashed the computer, and it's because I didn't clear enough memory. So this is a perfect example that you need to clear enough memory based on your biggest song, right? So if I go back in, I'll give that a second. Okay, so we're going to go back in, drive 0, and we'll go blue, load in qmidi. This time we're gonna clear more memory. Let's go. I know that song's a pretty big one, so I'm just gonna clear a lot just to show you that this works. So I should be able to load in a song like JP now without it crashing. It's going a little fast there. So it shows you can switch songs providing you've cleared enough memory to play them. So you can see how you can have your basic program going quite easily with the sound going. There you go. That's my demonstration of using the actual software. I haven't showed much videos with it, so I'm going to merge these two together so it's one video. Alright, thanks for watching.